It's a very bright day out here, so I was going to wear the sunglasses, but then I can't see the screen when I wear the sunglasses. I'm sort of new at this Facebook Live thing, and then I keep wanting to hold the phone right next to me so I can see you, but then it's like this is scary for you. Douglas is here. I'm Carolyn Carpenter. We are here with Hollywood Gatekeepers. Already cracking myself up before we've even started. It's a beautiful day here. So there's some planes going by. Hopefully that won't disturb us too much, but I just took a little break. Wanted to get outside and work a little bit outside today. So, hey, Doug, yay. So, yeah. So we're having a really great time doing these little questions. And tomorrow, we won't be here live tomorrow, because you know where we'll be. With you. Okay, that's really scary. With you, right? At the workshop. It's tomorrow. Woohoo! Like 24 hours. 24 hours from right now, we will be in the live workshop. I hope you're there joining us. It won't be live like this. It's actually... Oh, can you hear that? So, nothing like live video, right? So we will be in the workshop tomorrow. It won't be live like this. It's an actual presentation because we have a lot of slides, so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So those of you that are more visual learners, you can learn that way and don't have to just listen to me yammer on. So, but we will be there for an hour, really diving, sorry about the planes, really diving deep into what it is to be a reader, covering a lot of information, and then telling you about the paid course that we have as well. But we're really going to dive deep. We're really excited. And then we'll be back on Thursday for more Facebook Lives. So today, be sure to register. Link is below. So be sure to register for tomorrow. Tomorrow. Okay, I'm not going to sing. So tomorrow, very excited about that. So yeah, tons of free info and free downloads. So when you register, it's really noisy out here, sorry. When you register, you get a screenplay template and you get a, what's the other thing? Right when you register, you get a screenplay template and you get a cheat sheet so that you can take notes. And then during the webinar, we give away other things. It is online. Some people have been asking, where is it? It's actually online, so it's wherever you are. Put on your flannel power suit and join us. Or sneak out of the office for your lunch hour, grab your food, and join us. Hi, Cindy. Cindy is here. Yay, she's a screen reader. She likes being on the Facebook Live. She's awesome. So you will meet her when you become a screen reader with us. So yeah, free downloads, lots of free stuff. So those are this coming Wednesday, tomorrow, 24 hours from now. And then we're doing another one on Saturday, another one on Wednesday, another one on Saturday. Same workshop, same information. We just did a few dates to give you some options. So yeah. Somebody asked if they'll be recorded. We are not recording the ones for tomorrow. We won't be doing a replay of that because we have another one coming. We have other dates coming up, so we don't really feel the need to record just yet. So that's the scoop on that. And then the question that I answer every day, what is it, Doug? That I love answering every day. So now FedEx is here. Christmas! Oh, no, what month is it? March. Anyway, I'm a goof. Okay, so Wednesday, Saturday, all at noon, starting tomorrow. Be there. Be square with me. I'm really square. So the question that I like, there it is. That's the one. Is this real? Is this a scam? Is this for real? Yes, it's a real thing. There are readers out there. Someone wrote, I've never even heard of this. I know. People don't talk about it. It's a real thing. So we are here to show you more about it. So today, we are going to, actually, I first have to say one of my favorite comments. Taylor, she wrote, or he, I'm not sure if that could go either way. I cannot think of a question. That's what they put in their question box. Thank you for being honest. Appreciate that. Hopefully, we'll answer questions you didn't even know you had. That's our goal. So, all of these people and many, many more. It's so exciting. We have hundreds, like thousands of people joining up. It's really fun, really cool group. We're almost up to 2,000 in the private Facebook group. So if you're not in there, why? Super fun. Come join us. And we're focused on the workshop now. Some people have been asking, what happens after the workshop. We'll still be in here answering questions. We'll still be giving you free information along the way. So, and on the mailing list too. So make sure you get in the mailing list and in the private Facebook group, and you can learn that way as well. It is a close to garden secret. Oops, quiet mode. That's not what I want. Okay. So we are talking about writers today because as well as many, many other people, I'm just going to list off some of the people that have asked writer-specific questions about being a writer and how that works if you're a reader and a writer. My arm's getting really tired. I'm going to butcher a few names, apologize in advance. Ajane, I think, really cool name, right? Taisha, Tashia, I think. Ellen, Cairo, OG or Ogi, Tiffany, Paul, Michael, these I can get. Adriana, Shannon, and Danielle. And Shannon actually specifically asked, is there a conflict if you are a writer? So I'm changing arms, get the blood flowing again. I'm going to do, my Lord, tips on basically what it is to be a writer and a reader. So I'm also a writer. Doug is also a writer. And it is a great thing if you are a writer. It is not a conflict of interest. It's only a conflict of interest if you're a geek about it and constantly go, will you write my script? Here, can you take my script? That's not okay. You can't self-promote. But holy cow. So I'm going to go over the 3 things that it's beneficial. Well, there are way more than 3. I'm going to give you the 3 biggies, okay? So the first one is how it helps writers is that, for one, and this is a biggie, the sheer volume of work that you will read as a reader. You know, you make your own schedule, you read as much as you want, but you can read and read and read. Hey, Becca's here, yay! You can read and read and read and read and read a lot of scripts. So the sheer volume of work when you're reading all this work, then what you call slip in your own script. And I don't mean like you slip it into producer, I mean like you read 10 scripts, you read your script, you read 10 scripts. Wow, the problems in your own script will be like, whop, whop, here I am, problem. So it is amazing. And when you read this volume of work, and Cindy's a writer too. Yay, actually. Don't know that I knew that. That's awesome. I mean, all screen readers are writers. I'm going to say that over and over again. If you read screenplays, you are also a writer because you have to summarize what that script is about, and then you have to write what is good and bad about it, and you have to write it in a way that's compelling. So you are a writer. So the sheer volume of work that you get, and I have to say that a tiny, tiny portion of them are really bad. Everyone always says they're all bad. They're not all bad. A tiny portion are really bad. And a tiny portion are knock your socks off good. And then everything else falls in the middle there. So you will see, you'll see things. Look at the screen and it's a huge reflection of myself. Sorry, it's super distracting. It's like, so you, most of them fall in the middle there. But you will just read so much work, and you'll be in the environment of people creating projects, and you'll hear what producers are saying and what they're looking for, and you'll get a sense of the things that are stopping a script and the things, and it changes based on who you're reading for. So if you can, or reading with, or sorry about that grammar, it changes. I get excited, and then my grammar, so it changes depending on the work that you're doing. So just being in that environment is huge. And again, as long as you're not a dope about it and you're not constantly telling everybody how, oh, well, my script is this, and you're being, be nice and just be humble. And then also, often you're giving notes. So this is number 2, right? Oh, no. Yeah, well, it kind of is. So relationships is number 2. You form all these relationships. You have all these people around you. And the receptionist one day is freaking heading the studio the next day. So it is amazing how quickly people just shoot up the ladder, because people that are engaged and passionate and loving what they're doing, people want to work with them, and so they just start working. So, and this can happen to you as well. So you might end up even on some projects, if they're bringing in a lot of writers and you've been reading a lot and they're getting familiar with you and your work. There's been times when I've been asked to do rewrites on things, and I've been, I've done help in that way. So you can get some writing gigs out of it. So as long, again, as you're not coming in there presenting yourself as a writer, you're coming in presenting yourself as someone who's trying to champion someone else. It's about giving. It's really about that. And I really think life is about that. So it's a really good metaphor for that. The more that you give, the more that you help other writers succeed, the more that you push their projects, the more that you give ideas to make that project work, the more people will notice you, and the more they will notice your writing. If you're saying, this doesn't work, but what about this? Or you're giving some suggestions, that can really push you forward. Again, as long as you're not being self-serving. It is really, really a big deal, and we talk a lot about it. So that is the second thing. So the first thing is just all the work that you're going to see. The second thing is all the people that you're going to meet, the relationships that you will make. You'll make friendships. I mean, I've had friends for a long time that I met when reading scripts. Some of them have moved on to other things, public relations. It's interesting how many of them move into public relations. Most of them have become producers in their own right. So it is like that's kind of where everybody kind of headed. And then just the opportunities. There's opportunities if you are local, there's screenings and parties and all that kind of thing. So there's those opportunities that you get invited to. And then if you're not local, there's just opportunities for you to see more work. You can pretty much anywhere you live, I guarantee there are writers in your area. You just might not know it. They are there. And most places nowadays, there's film festivals that usually are at least, a few hours maybe, or a day's travel. There are there are film festivals, there are writers' conferences, there are all kinds of opportunities out there. As a reader, you can go to these conferences, you can appear on panels. I've been on many, many panels about what does a reader look for. You will also, as a reader, learn structure, story, all of that, dialogue, character, like on a level that you just don't, you can get some of this from books, but there's nothing like the live thing to really get it going. It's really amazing. So I've been on many panels at screenplay, slow down, get excited. I've been on many panels at conferences and talking about the reading process and kind of what we look for in scripts. And then I've also been, more people joining, yay. And I've also been at pitch fests, which is a whole nother thing. And now there's online pitch fests. So again, you could be taking pitches. So let me back up. So an online pitch fest or a pitch fest in person, hard to say, is when you have a writer. So you have all these producers. There's kind of an inside joke where we call it Dawn of the Dead, because you have all these producers that are lined up in chair. Literally, it's like speed dating for script writers. So you sit on these chairs, and then the writers come up, and they all come up. They're all nervous, so they all walk kind of funny, and they all like, read my script. And so they come up and they sit across from you, and then they pitch their idea, right? And they say, this is what my script is about, blah, 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 blah. And then you say, ooh, I like that. Or, well, I'll get to that in a second. You say, ooh, I like that. Maybe the person I read for would want to look at that. Can you send it to me? And then you make arrangements. They don't bring the script to the pitch fest because there's contracts and stuff that have to be signed. But then that's a way that you can be seen without representation. It's one of the ways you can break in without representation. So it's kind of cool because it's a way for writers to meet actual producers and readers. And sometimes people wouldn't pitch to me because, I'm just a reader. Not realizing, guys, I'm reading, you're going to pitch to that one producer in that one company, or should you pitch to a reader who's reading for 10 companies? So, but a lot of people didn't get that logic. So that brings me to kind of the next thing that is a good tip for writers as well as readers. So if you're doing this as a reader and you're taking pitches, you are going to learn how to succinctly get that story down into a couple of sentences, because it's like 3 minutes or something. It's like ding, and they're done and they're out. It's really kind of weird, actually. But they get their idea across, and so you are going to learn to succinctly be able to grab that idea and succinctly be able to turn your own script into that idea. Scripts that you read, you have to succinctly get down to a couple of sentences that you can tell someone about. And in my opinion, go beyond the, it's Bridesmaids is Hangover for girls. I want a little bit more than that, or it's something that this movie meets that. It's Terminator meets Pride and Prejudice. It's like, I'd like to see a better log line than that. So it helps you kind of hone that craft in. And then for you writers out there that are screenplay writers, we're all writers, but you screenplay writers out there that go to these pitch fests or go to any kind of conference or have any kind of generals, which are the meetings that you have with producers. If you get called into a room, you know what they're going to ask you? You're going to tell them all about your story. You're going to be all passionate. And then this happens, and it's so cool, and blah, 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 and this story's so great. And you know what they're going to say? That's cool. What else you got? No joke. That is the first sentence you will hear, I would say 90% of the time. Oh yeah, what else you got? And honestly, again, 90% of the time, the writer goes, just like that. What else you got? That's how it goes. This story's so great. Oh, cool. What else you got? Makes me laugh every time. So because they don't have anything else. You're a writer. Write. Every day, write. And then when you're done writing, go home and write. You should have, I have a friend who's a producer, and she says it's a rule of 9, I think. It's either 7 or 9. I think it's 9. Maybe it's 7. Doug, do you remember Kathy Fonganetta? So it's like, she says it's your 7th or your 9th, if I could remember. I think it is 7. Your 7th, either way, right? Your 7th or your 9th screenplay is the one that hits. Right. So often they'll go, that one's not quite right for me, but you're interesting and your thoughts are interesting and I want to see what else do you have. And very rarely do people have more than one screenplay at a pitch fest, because pitch fests are a place where you're meeting young writers. You're not meeting established writers that have agents. You're meeting young writers. And by young, I mean new, that have not sold anything yet. So that's my little, get a little ranty, I apologize. Oh, someone's going to sit down and play guitar. We're going to be serenaded any minute. Yay. So, yes, even if you feel your first story is brilliant, this is true. If it is brilliant, and even though you hear so many stories about, the writer of Whiplash, it was his first movie. Yeah, no, it wasn't. He had done another one before that, and I'm sure, absolutely sure, he's got a boatload of screenplays in his, that's coming off. So just write, keep writing. Write down ideas, write down log lines. Now with devices, you can keep that stuff. There's apps. You can just, keep going. Get Writer's Duet. It's online. It's free. Okay. These are some of the things we talk about in Hollywood Gatekeepers. Just a few things. These are some of the things we'll talk about in the workshop tomorrow. And these are some of the things we dive really deep into in our paid course. But we will continue. You could do this for free or not. Whatevs. We like being here. It's fun. So that's my rant for today. I think I got it all. Right. That's what it says at the bottom. Right. Are you writing? I want you to hang up right now and go write something. Right now. Right now. I want you to turn right and write right now. Right? The really great thing is I'm sitting out in public, just cracking myself up. Okay, so I'm going to stop rambling, because now we're going down into rambling. Yep, says Cindy. Says the writer. Yep. Doesn't have to be super long. That's an order. Go do it. All right, guys. We will see you. Thanks, Becca. So great to see you. So great. Can't even say how great. So, I will see you tomorrow in the live workshop. Yes. Can't wait. And then we have it next Friday. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow in the live workshop, and then back here again. Well, not here, but here again on Thursday. Talk to you soon. Bye, guys.